Soundstripe.
Welcome to Behind the Curtain with Robin, where we uncover the stories that shake the foundations of our world. Today, we're diving into the explosive Signal chat link that's been making headlines. This isn't just a story about a simple mistake, like I put a friend as a part of my chat. It was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my gosh. No, that's not the situation. It's a story about how a slip up can ripple across national security, international relations, and public trust. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and other top officials in the Trump administration inadvertently shared sensitive military plans for strikes in Yemen on a Signal group chat. The kicker: there was a journalist from The Atlantic that was accidentally added to the chat. What followed was a jaw-dropping breach of security that raises serious questions about how our leaders handle classified information. Let me give you a rundown how this all happened. On March 15th, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth shared detailed plans for airstrikes on Yemen's Houthi rebels in a Signal group chat. Signal is a messaging app known for its end-to-end encryption. It is widely used for personal and professional communication. Now, while it's secure for personal use, it's not designed for handling classified or sensitive government information. This incident exposed the dangerous vulnerabilities of relying on third-party apps for official communications, regardless of how secure they claim to be. Let's be blunt. If not for the accidental inclusion of a journalist in this chat, their entire communication process might have remained hidden and unchecked. And let's be real, we don't know and may never know how many times conversations like this have already occurred. Who else might already know what was shared? Let's talk about the players and the breach. The chat included high-ranking officials like Vice President Vance and CIA Director John Ratcliffe, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, along with about 11 others. Astonishingly, one unattended recipient was Jeffrey Goldberg. Now, he's the editor-in-chief of the National Atlantic, who wasn't invited but received the invitation due to Waltz's mistake. Now, once in the chat, Goldberg could see sensitive details about U.S. military plans in Yemen, including the exact timing of strikes and weapons to be used and target locations. No one initially even realized he was even there. Now, adding insult to injury, Goldberg received the invitation while sitting in his car at a Safeway parking lot. This casual setting underscores the lack of security protocols in place. Has there been a domino effect impact on all of this with the Allies? Well, European diplomats have called the breach reckless and frightening, raising concerns about whether they can continue to trust the U.S. with sensitive information. Comments from Hedgeseth in the chat, like his criticisms of Europe being freeloaders, have further strained relationships across the Atlantic. What are the national security concerns? Well, sharing highly sensitive military plans on an unapproved platform leaves the door wide open for adversaries like Russia or China to exploit the situation. Absolutely. Former officials warn that this breach could put American personnel at serious risk. Not just past tense, but future tense. This incident is a prime example of why platforms that are not meant for classified communication are risky. It has badly undermined trust in the administration's ability to keep sensitive information secure. Let's talk about the accountability and the fallout. So, Hedgeseth denies that any classified information was shared, claiming the leaked messages were nothing close to detailed war plans. However, determining whether information is classified is a complex process, and I believe it involves original classification authorities, OCAs. I believe they evaluate the potential impact on national security. The administration has brushed off the incident as a hiccup. Well, with hiccups, we hold our breath and count to 10 and hope it goes away. But let's be honest, remedying hiccups doesn't fix system failures. That's not the remedy. Imagine the outrage. I mean, let's just think about it. The outrage if this situation had occurred under Biden's administration or any other administration. My goodness, the political fallout would likely be far, far more intense. This incident highlights. Now, hear me out. This incident right here highlights a glaring double standard in how breaches are perceived And it depends on, well, who's in charge. Let me share some thoughts. So, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, team has been tasked with investigating the Signal chat leak and exploring ways to prevent similar incidents. This team is known for tackling efficiencies. We know that. I read that they specialize in innovative tech solutions and could potentially create a more secure platform for government communication. So, with all said, sadly, this breach has exposed the cracks in our national security protocols and the fragility of trust between the U.S. and its allies. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is very embarrassing. This is not the U.S. This is not who we are, and this is not what we do. The United States has long stood as a beacon of hope, resilience, and leadership on the global stage, proudly. Regardless of who was at the helm, this nation has been respected for its unwavering commitment to democracy, liberty, and the pursuit of progress. It is not about one administration or one leader. It is about the enduring values that defined America as a country. The strength of its people, the vision of its ideals, and its ability to rise to challenges have cemented the U.S. as a symbol of perseverance and unity. We have to restore respect for the U.S. We have to. Restoring respect and rebuilding alliances is no small feat, but history shows that the United States is capable of rising to meet such challenges. Now, there are some approaches that the United States can take. Let me rattle off about 6 of them. So, we can reaffirm commitment to global leadership, strengthen diplomatic relations, consistency and transparency in policies, demonstrate empathy and shared values, economic and security cooperation, and lead by example. Now, while the journey to restore trust and respect may take time, these steps, rooted in humility, consistency, and shared purpose, can help the United States regain its footing as a respected leader on the global stage, y'all. That is so important because we are losing our footing. We are. We've got to get all this back. Get that respect back. As we move forward, We must demand accountability and transparency from our leaders. We cannot continue to justify or excuse mistakes simply because of loyalty or political affiliation. Righting the wrongs without addressing the root causes only perpetuates the cycle, and that's what's happening. It's time to prioritize truth and integrity over partisanship. Now, if we don't, we risk heading toward a future where trust in leadership erodes completely and misinformation thrives, and the very foundations of democracy are shaken. This isn't just about politics, it's about the survival of a system that protects our freedoms and our future. The stakes couldn't be higher. So, thank you for joining Behind the Curtain with Robin. If you want more unfiltered truth, subscribe to stay in the loop. Until next time, remember, stand for something or fall for anything.
Soundstripe.